Hi, my name's Spencer and I'm a partner in a UK startup called ADI Access. ADI stands for Audio Described Information, and we design and manufacture products that help blind and visually impaired people improve their independence and dignity in everyday life. My partners, Helen Kemp and Steve Hollier, live with the impact of blindness every day. Helen works with blind in the community and Steve is registered blind. So you could say the inspiration comes from them. I'd like to share with you just the sheer scale of what we're trying to achieve. At last count, there were nearly 2 million people registered blind in the UK. That's almost double the number of wheelchair users. Globally, there are 39 million people registered blind. That's 90% of which live in developing countries. 82% of blind people are 50 or over. That still leaves 25,000 children in the UK who are registered blind. That's 2 out of every 1,000. So you can see there's plenty of people we can help. So this is our first product. It's called the RoomMate and it's been designed specifically for accessible toilets. I'll let Helen and Steve explain.
The two options we have at present are that we can either enter the accessible toilet with somebody else and they can then describe to us the interior of the room.
Okay, here we are, Steve. Okay, the toilet's over in the left-hand corner.
Okay, right.
That's the toilet there.
Is that it there?
That's it there, yeah. And the flush.
Well, it's the indignity of it, really. The fact that you have to enter a toilet with somebody else. Unless they're a good friend, they're going to show you where everything is. Then they're going to have to leave. The other choice is that we enter the accessible toilet on our own, and we have to feel the interior of the room, which in an accessible toilet is not the first thing you want to do. It's unhygienic in the fact that you have to feel with your fingers. You become very often disorientated and you then have to feel around the whole room to find the exit door. I'm Steve Hollier and I'm here to promote a device called the AD RoomMate, which will assist blind and visually impaired people to use accessible toilets. AD was the brainchild of my partner Helen, who had to accompany me into the accessible toilet and show me where everything was.
Low-level system here, and the flush is to the right. It's become something that's played on my mind for quite a time. Each toilet seems to vary considerably, both in its dimensions and in the fixtures and fittings within it.
Only 1% of visually impaired people actually know Braille, so that's really a total waste of time.
The AD RoomMate will be placed in the accessible toilet, where it will sense that a person has entered the toilet, and an audio script will then begin.
Welcome, this is AD, Audio Described Information.
Right, this is how AD works. It'll tell me where the lock is and I shall be able to operate the lock.
To lock the door, turn the lever
And secure the toilet. She'll then tell me where the toilet is, where it's situated.
The toilet is on the wall facing you, to your left.
It will go through the various components of the accessible toilet, stage by stage, starting with the most important thing, locking the door behind you, and the second most important thing, finding the toilet.
AD would help me in that I wouldn't need assistance from any other person, so I could walk in knowing that I would be told where everything was. I would be given a route map to where everything was in order that I will use it, which is quite important.
It will give blind people a lot of confidence to go into that facility on their own. I certainly think it will enhance their dignity.
It gives you your independence and you don't have to feel embarrassed about going to the toilet. The more you can do things yourself, the more self-confident you feel about going out in public places.
So the RoomMate is the first product in the series. We realise we've got a long way to go. So if you've been inspired by what you've just seen and you'd like to help us, we'd be delighted to hear from you. I'd like to share with you a thought. This video has taken 5 minutes of your life. In that time, 60 people have gone blind. Thank you for watching the video.